Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about something that's probably on every business owner's mind. How do you manage financial risk? How do you keep growing your sales without opening the door to customers who might, well, not pay on time? It's a tricky balancing act for sure. So today, we're going to demystify a really powerful tool that can help you out.
So let me just ask you straight up. Is your business really protected from bad debt? You know the feeling, right? A customer's balance starts to creep up. The payments get a little later each time, and before you know it, you're staring at a potential write-off that can seriously sting.
But what if I told you there's a financial safety net hiding inside Dynamics 365 Business Central, just waiting for you to flip the switch? Something simple, something already built in that you could activate right now to get way ahead of these problems. So let's pull back the curtain on this financial safety net. We're talking about the credit limit feature. And it's basically this super straightforward tool that puts you right back in the driver's seat when it comes to your company's credit exposure.
Okay, so what is it exactly? Well, a credit limit is pretty simple. It's the absolute maximum outstanding balance you're willing to give a customer before the system raises a red flag. And get this, it's not just checking when you send the final invoice. Oh no, Business Central is way smarter than that. It runs this check when you're creating sales quotes, sales orders, invoices, even journal entries. So you get these crucial early warnings at multiple points along the way. Now, you gotta know this part because it's a big deal. By default, if you leave that credit limit field blank on a customer's account, the system just assumes their credit limit is infinite. That's right, infinite. So this whole safety net thing, it doesn't even exist unless you proactively go in and turn it on for your customers.
And you might be thinking, is it worth the trouble? Oh yeah, because the payoff is huge. This isn't just about stopping one massive bad debt. It's about building financial discipline right into your process. You get to control your credit exposure. You stop balances from spiraling out of control. And you can finally enforce consistent credit policies for everyone. It all adds up to less financial risk and, honestly, much healthier payment habits from your customers.
Okay, but it gets even better because Business Central doesn't just give you some generic one-size-fits-all warning. You actually get to choose what triggers the alert so you can tailor it to fit your company's policies perfectly. So let's break down your choices here. First, you've got both warnings. This is like the full-on high alert mode. It'll flag a customer if they go over their credit limit or if they have any overdue balance. Super comprehensive. Or maybe you just want to focus on the credit limit. You could also set it to only warn you about an overdue balance. Perfect for those customers who are always late but never overspend. And of course, you can just switch the whole thing off with no warning. See? That flexibility is what makes this so powerful.
All right, theory is one thing, but seeing is believing, right? Let's walk through a super quick, practical example so you can see exactly how this safety net springs into action. This is where it all comes together.
We're going to follow 3 super simple steps. First, we'll set a credit limit for our customer. Second, we'll tell the system what kind of warning to use. And third, we're going to try to create a new sales order that pushes them right over that limit.
Okay, step 1 is simple. We're here on the customer card for a company called a Datum Corporation, and bam, we're setting their credit limit to a nice round 1,000. That's our line in the sand. All right, step 2, we're hopping over to the sales and receivables setup page. And remember those warning options we just talked about? Well, for this demo, we've selected credit limit. This tells the system that its one and only job is to check if Datum Company's balance tries to go over that $1,000 limit we just set.
And here we go. Step 3, the moment of truth. We're creating a new sales order for a datum. Now look closely at that total amount, $1,030.82. It's not way over, but it is over, and that's all that matters. So what happens now? We've set the rule, we've defined the limit, and now we're about to knowingly cross it. Does the system just let it slide, or does it do its job?
And bingo! There it is. The second you try to move forward with that order, this warning pops right up. The customer's credit limit has been exceeded. It's simple, it's clear, it's immediate. This is that safety net jumping into action and forcing you to pause and make a conscious decision.
So that's it, right? Problem solved. Well, almost. The feature works perfectly, but there's one more really crucial takeaway we need to cover, and it raises a pretty important question for you and your business. Okay, you've got to listen to this part. By default, Business Central warns you. It doesn't stop you. The user can still click OK on that warning and post the document anyway. Now, this is by design. The system gives you the critical information, but it trusts the user to make the final call. It's built for awareness, not as a hard stop, unless, of course, you customize it with some extra controls. And that leads us to the final question, the one I want you to take back to your team. Is a simple warning enough? Do your people have the right training and authority to decide when it's okay to override a credit limit, or do you need a stricter process in place? This feature is an absolutely fantastic first line of defense, but really understanding its role and its limits is the key to truly protecting your business from bad debt.